Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, tuning in to Bills Central Radio?
Time now for Bills Central Radio with ProFootballCentral.com's Chris Brown and BillsMafia.com Del Reid.
Let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo. Touchdown, rain, sleet, or snow. Let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo, let's go.
We are back here on Bills Central Radio. This is Chris Brown. I am currently on the line with the co-host, Del Reid. How are we doing today, Del?
What's going on, man? How you doing today?
Doing fantastic. We also have a special guest for all our listeners today. On the line, we have Drew Smith, the running back for the Buffalo Bills. How are you doing today, Drew?
Doing good. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Oh, we're doing fine. Thank you for asking. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, anytime.
So, we'll start off. I got a good question for you. How does it feel to be able to stay within the state of New York and continue your football career? For those that don't know, you started your high school career up here in Guilderland, which is just outside of Albany. And then you went to U of Albany for your college career, and then as an undrafted free agent got signed by the Buffalo Bills. So how does it feel to continue your career throughout New York State?
I think my mom is most happy about that. But at the same time, it's just great to stay in the state. I would have played anywhere, obviously. You just want a shot to play in the NFL. But the fact that I'm only about a 4.5 drive away from my family's friends is great for me. It's great for them. I mean, I know they'll be at training camp and over in Rochester, and I'm just happy. I mean, this is my state. I love it, and I couldn't have asked for a better opportunity.
Now, are they excited about potentially being able to come see you during the home games up in Buffalo?
Oh, yeah, everyone's ecstatic right now, And the great thing about it is, the Patriots and Jets are still in our division. So, we see them a lot, and that's not too far from Albany. So they're just all really happy. I've already got hit up for tickets, as you can imagine. So it's going to be wild. But, a lot of hard work still to go, and hopefully it all just works out.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure your family, like you said, is pretty thrilled that you stayed within the state. Now, when you came into University of Albany, you weren't playing the running back position. Is that correct? You started and got recruited there as a quarterback, but then you had to later transition to the running back spot. Is that correct?
Yeah, I played quarterback in high school, and, actually coming out of high school, I was recruited a lot as safety by a lot of the schools, Hofstra, UNH, those guys. But obviously I loved offense, and I just wanted to have the ball in my hands. Got there, played quarterback. As a freshman, made some plays, and there was already a quarterback there that was established, and they figured that we got to get him on the field somehow. The running back prior to me, David McCarty, is a legend at UAlbany. He has about all the records, everything, and he left and went out the door. And, my sophomore year, they figured, hey, who can we have fill this void? And I was honored to, come in and try to be the next David McCarty. And from then on, I had to work on some things, but I just got used to it. Just being a running back was great. I mean, I loved having the ball in my hands. I loved just being an athlete. Didn't have to pick too much like you do at quarterback, just run and just make plays. So it was fun. But I think being a quarterback at first and learning the playbook from all angles definitely helped me to adjust and, be a smarter player on the field. But, yeah, I was quarterback, and now I'm a running back. So it's just great. The transition's been great.
That's awesome. Drew, this is Del Reid from BillsMafia.com. What's the best part about working with other running backs on the team right now with Spiller and Fred Jackson and Tashard Choice? Have any of them kind of taken you under their wing, so to speak, or have you had a chance to really get any info from them or any tips from them through team meetings or practices or whatever?
Yeah, those guys are pretty hilarious. I mean, CJ, he's kind of quiet. Fred, he's the vet, and Tashard Choice, man, he is so funny. He's just absolutely hilarious. And even our running backs coach, Tyrone Wheatley, who, played running back in the league for, about a decade. So it's just awesome just taking in all kind of, information from them. Even Frank Summers, the fullback who they just got from Pittsburgh. It's just been great. It's just honored to be in the room with them and just realize, who you're next to and who you're working with, and realize these guys are the best in the world at what they do. And, obviously they all consider me, their little brother, and, obviously running backs, we stick together, but it's just been a blast. They've been great. They're fun. It's just been an experience, man. It's just been such an experience. I couldn't ask for more. It's just great. They're all great guys.
That's awesome. Whose locker are you next to?
I'm actually next to Roll. He's actually another rookie and from South Carolina, I believe. But Fred Jackson's locker is right next to mine, right there too. And so is Mario Williams, who is the biggest human being, I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, they're right there next to me, along with Marquise Goodwin, who is the wide receiver from Texas, who was a third-round draft pick for the Bills this year.
That's awesome. Yeah, Sean Merriman with the team last year described Mario Williams as a creature, unlike any other player on the team. So it's funny you should say that.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. You go? You're good.
Yeah, he's a big dude. So, okay, so you made the transition from quarterback to running back in college. So who have you been modeling your game after the past few years? Like you said, you were recruited as a safety, so obviously this whole running back thing wasn't in your immediate plans. At least that's what I'm gathering. So, who's your favorite guy to watch, run the ball when you're growing up? And who do you want to really be known as being similar to?
Well, it's switched a lot over the years, and you see new guys come in. I mean, when I was a guy on my team, I loved Barry Sanders. He was like the best to me. And then I started liking Marshall Falk. And then Eddie George, too, was in there. And then Terrell Davis. Oh, I love Terrell Davis. He was my guy, too. But I think if I had to think of myself as, kind of a player, I really like the way Steven Jackson plays as a back. He's really tough, really strong, big guy, just like myself, but he's just big. He's really big, I think the Bills are working me in a lot of fullback, too. Obviously, there's one of the fullback Frank Summers, but I think they're trying to get me in there to play fullback, too, as another way to get on the field. But I want to say Steven Jackson, but also if I had to play fullback, I really like Mike Allstott, too. I mean, he was basically running back in the fullback position, and he just did his thing. Him and Peyton Hillis, they're kind of similar, but if I had to go with that, I'd say in between, running back Steven Jackson was a fullback, Mike Allstott, Peyton Hillis.
Nice. Now, going back to your days at Albany, being that you were the first full scholarship player that the college had offered, how does it feel coming from a smaller school, which is now growing within the new conference? Did you feel that extra motivation to push yourself a little harder to get to the next level because you were from a smaller school?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to be honest, I almost quit football in high school like my junior year because I was doing the basketball and I wasn't starting in high school, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, what am I doing with my life? And my coach told me I could potentially play college football. I was like, whatever, he was trying to keep me around. And then, I decided to play college at Albany and just have fun. The full scholarship, I was happy I was getting education. And, I obviously excelled at it. And then right before my senior year, I started hearing some mentions from NFL guys. And I'm like, wow, I could really do this thing, and I might as well give it a shot. And obviously it's motivation because, a lot of these guys from where they're from on the team, down south guys, there's tons of people from their hometowns that always go to the NFL every year. So, it's not for them. They're just another guy that made it to the NFL. But me, there's practically no one who grew up in the Albany area, let alone played in the Albany area, too, to go to the next level. The only person I can think of in my time who grew up in Albany was Dion Lewis. He went to school at Pittsburgh, so not even a local. He didn't stay here to play, and it's just wild. So, yeah, I got a lot of motivation. I mean, even when I'm lifting, I'm thinking, I got a whole town on my back. I'm trying to do it for Albany and put them on the map, but it definitely does give you a lot of motivation knowing that you're one of a kind from your area.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And me being the Albany area guy myself, what's your favorite spot to eat in Albany? I prefer the new P.F. Chang's that's down there now. But do you have any other recommendations for anybody who's listening that the Albany area?
It's funny you said P.F. Chang's because me and my girlfriend, we go to Cheesecake a lot. We go there and have a place, Sushi X over in Latham. I mean, she loves sushi, so, we do that. But, I'm from Jamaica. So my parents, they came from Jamaica when they're 17, 16. So there's a little spot over in Arbor Hill called Roy's, and it is amazing. I mean, they got curry chicken, beef patties. I like going there sometimes and just getting it to go, taking it back to my apartment and just eating. But, yeah, P.F. Chang's is amazing, too. But, yeah, I have to say Cheesecake and Sushi X. Those are my two spots right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, now moving from Albany back to Buffalo here, bunch of you rookies got to tour the area yesterday and check out some of the really cool things that the area has to offer. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was fun. You know, at first, I mean, we had to wake up real early to get our lift in because we had to leave. And, you know, obviously I was exhausted, but, you know, we went to the Buffalo Zoo, and, you know, there's a program, kind of like an aftercare program. We partnered up with them, all the rookies, and we went, you know, signed some autograph for the kids, and we presented them with a check, fundraiser check, $10,000, which was really nice. It was nice to see all the animals, too. I haven't been to a zoo since I was a little kid, so it took me back a little bit, but, and then we went to the naval ship, right, the naval base right there. I forgot what it's called, but right there we had tours about the naval ship, the base, how they lived, and then we proceeded on to the Niagara Falls, the New Era, my bad, the New Era Hat Company right there. We went there, you know, they took us on a tour. You know, it was just nice, got a little swag bags, and it was really nice, you know, see how they make the hats and the vault and everything. Then we went to Niagara Falls. You know, saw from the American side. It was really, really nice. I mean, I've seen it before, but you don't appreciate it until you get older. And then we went to the Niagara Falls Hard Rock Cafe. You know, it was really fun. Obviously, EJ gets down mop everywhere he goes, so it's kind of crazy for him, you know, being deemed the savior of the Bills organization. But it was fun. It was nice to hang out with all the guys, you know, EJ, Woods, Goodwin, all the guys, and just see the sights and get to know the area. You know, being from Albany, I don't go to Buffalo too much, so I didn't know just as much as the next guys from California or Texas, so it was nice to learn a little bit about the area.
Nice. All right, so you mentioned New Era and talk about swag. What did you get? What hat did you pick up, or hat?
Well, yeah, I got a nice little Buffalo Bills strap back hat. Speaking of that, I was going to say, you know, if you want to send some Bills Mafia stuff over here, I saw a friend, he showed up to a meeting with a Bills Mafia shirt. And I was like, oh man, I had to get some of that stuff. But yeah, they gave us a nice little backpack, you know, some headphones, you know, you know, just little stuff, not too much, but it was just nice, you know, so that you could just wear around and, you know, kind of sponsor them and just, you know, promote for their company. And it was nice. It was real fun. Nice. What size shirt you wear? 2X, man. 2X.
All right, let me see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. All right, so anyways. Yeah, absolutely. So, what adjustments have you made so far? This is kind of changing a little bit direction here. So, and I'm not, you know, with the NFL now, they've got the new rule in place in terms of how running backs can't lead with the crown of their helmet. Has that been like really stressed to you guys through your practices and OTAs and stuff, or what are you doing to I guess cope with that change?
Yeah, you know, I heard about it, and from my understanding, it's not as bad as it sounds. I mean, they said that only about a couple plays would be affected by that when you go back and watch the game film from the year before. The hairline, I guess, it's all good when you use the hairline of your helmet. It's just really, you can't really basically stress the leading with your head in terms of the top of it, the back of it, which isn't good, but I don't think it affects us. And during OTAs, I mean, we can't hit yet, so it hasn't really been an issue. Everything, we're not pads. We wear helmets, but no one's really putting their head down, so it hasn't really affected us. But from my understanding and what I hear through the media and everything, it shouldn't affect the plays that much. And as long as I can use it in between the tackle box, which I hear you can, it's basically all I really care about. So I guess the rule doesn't really affect inside the tackle box. So I think we should be fine. I don't think we'll be too affected by it, but I haven't really changed my style. I don't think I'll have to change my style, so it's not too bad.
All right. Now you have a few days off here before you have to go back for the last week of OTAs coming up. Do you have any big plans coming for the Memorial Day weekend coming up? Do you have any family traditions or anything like that going on?
You know, no real traditions. I mean, right now I'm actually headed back to Albany, you know, hanging out with some friends and family and my girl, but nothing really. I mean, usually I hang out with my friends and stuff, but it seems like everyone's just grown up, man. Everyone's out the area now. You know, I just graduated last week from New Albany, and now all my teammates, all the guys I came with, they're all gone. They went back home, so I don't really know them to do. I mean, I think I'll find something, maybe a family barbecue or something, but no real traditions here. I mean, it's just time to reflect, on the veterans and the troops, and even Coach Marone, we had a team meeting the other day, and he really wanted to stress the fact that people forget, like, what Memorial Day is about. They just see it as another day off, but, it's time to, give tribute to the people who sacrificed their lives for us, man, and just go overseas and fight the fight that, lets us have our freedoms that we have now. So, just reflect on that and just, seeing everyone and just having a good time, but, never forgetting what Memorial Day is about, and I think it's going to be great to just get home and just hang out and get off my legs for a little bit and get these 3 days off. So I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think you nailed it by saying that right there. A lot of people forget what Memorial Day is all about, and it's good to see that your coach has instituted what the belief of Memorial Day is, and he's spreading it throughout for you guys. So that's good. Now you had mentioned you had a family barbecue possibly. What's the food of choice coming up for the barbecue?
Oh man, I don't. It's everything. I mean, usually I have a really big church family, Macedonia Baptist Church. And we usually all get together and just cook whatever, man. There's a lot of Jamaican food, though, so and that's probably what's going to go by. But, same traditional barbecue chicken, hamburgers, hot dogs, but, curry chicken, oxtail, the beef patties, like I said before, just the work. So it's going to be fun. But I hope hope the weather stays nice, too, because over here it's pouring right now. So I just hope that we have good weather and, a good atmosphere. So we'll see.
Absolutely. Now, has CJ Spiller tried to pawn off his post-workout on you? The little hot dog with the mayonnaise on it a little bit?
Oh, man, no, I haven't even heard about that. That sounds gross. Oh, man. I'm not a big mayonnaise guy, so I don't like that at all. Oh, I didn't even know he did that. I got to talk to him about that when I see him on Tuesday. But, no, that's not my style right there.
Are you a traditional ketchup mustard guy?
Oh, yeah, both ketchup and mustard. I mean, if there's chili and onions around, I'll throw it on, too. But, basically ketchup and mustard. I don't do relish either. And mayonnaise is a definite no, man. That is gross. I hate mayonnaise with a passion.
All right. Well, that's all the questions we have for you today on Bills Central Radio. We'd like to thank you for joining us today. It's Bills running back, Drew Smith, and we hope to have you on the show again sometime in the near future. Thanks a lot, Drew.
Anytime, man. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for tuning in to Bills Central Radio. For Bills news, updates, stats, highlights, and more, log on to ProFootballCentral.com.
Shout, let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo, touchdown, rain, sleet, or snow, let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo, defense, let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo, touchdown, rain, sleet, or snow, let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo, defense, rain, sleet, or snow. Okay, new vibe, new feel, new coach, new Bills, red, white, blue steel, hard work, true skill. This year's on you, Spill. LDM, I'm predicting that. Touchdown, Stevie Johnson, swag cooking.